From Baltimore, welcome inside Oriole Park. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every...
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill in this one, Shane Baz. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Coming up on the first pitch, Spencer Steer getting ready to hit. Out towards right center field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Kazuma Okamoto. That's a base hit, so they get a man aboard with a one-out single. So up next, Addison Barger. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Outside with a breaking ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. A two-run homer. Home run number 30 on the year. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
This one in the air right field. And there's two away. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Two down, nobody on. Strike two.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. Baltimore with a two-run shot this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's an back here in Baltimore, and the starter for Toronto, Shane Bieber. What's the scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Stepping in, Gunnar Henderson. And a foul ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
Got him. 2 away.
Oh, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Slider.
2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Bieber with the strikeout. Top of the second, and now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Salvador Perez. Out to short. Throws to first in time. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
for me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Slings to first in time.
Just stop it. A great showcase of focus, athleticism, and hand-eye coordination. What a play.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays. Back now at Oriole Park, and into the box for Baltimore, Leody Taveras. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
No, that's low. Beavers with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Low outside.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Beavers wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. And there's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Now, Jeremiah Jackson. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it.
Four-seam fastball.
Here's a 1-2. To third, Okamoto. Play made, that ends the inning. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Beavers takes it in for the out. 1 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
He's been one of the best players in the league at driving in runs, Singy. His RBI numbers are good enough to be top 5 in all of baseball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. His 2nd of the year, and they're on the board. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Now here is Douglas Hodo. And there's 1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Short hop liner, handled it short. Throw to first in time. Henderson with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Here's Pete Alonso. Here's a 1-1. That one ripped, but foul.
Knuckle curve.
Here's a 1-2.
Below middle.
In the air, right field. Barger has a beat on it. And that is that. The Orioles get one back on the solo blast. And it's now. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Here's a 1-1. That one way inside. Fastball right back to the mound. Slinging it to first in time. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Gets him to chase after that one. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. On the ground. Tosses to first. That's the inning. Back here in Baltimore. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Leody Taveras. On the inside corner for a strike. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Into the outfield. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the...
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Out of here. A shot to the opposite field. And the Orioles jump out in front. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Circle change.
In the air, left field, Steer. Long run on his horse. Diving, makes the grab. What a play. Jose Barrero will hit next. 2 down, nobody on. And a ground ball to first. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. It's now a 3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Swings through that. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
High outside.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Varsho on his way over. He's got it, and there's 1 down. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him. Man, he got a real good pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes. You cannot miss that. Not a great slider at all. And I tell you what, that's where you've got to do damage. He looked like he was on time getting the bat through the zone, but he just caught air.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Four-seam fastball.
Comes a 2-2. To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The flip there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So digging in, Spencer Steer.
That's a ball.
Activity for the first time in that bullpen down there. Dietrich Ends, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Garcia warming up as well. That one fouled hard the other way. The 2-2 on the way. In the air to left center. Taveras on the move to the alley. And there's one away. The 1-1. That's ripped into the outfield. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And if you're in the opposing dugout, that's a sigh of relief. He's been a nightmare at the plate. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. 1, 2, 3. Back now at Oriole Park and into the box for Baltimore, Pete Alonso. Strike 2.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Circle change.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off.
Four-seam fastball.
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Nice grab. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Slider. Middle inside.
Okamoto. And the inning is over. Coming on for the Orioles, Dietrich Ends.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. The 3-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Outside ball 4. And the go-ahead run is on base.
For the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Salvador Perez.
On the ground to third. Quickly to second for 1. And that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I think he was a little excited there. Saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. It's going to have to tighten.
And that's a strikeout looking. Huge strikeout. And now the DH, Jeremiah Jackson. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Steer going back on this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Orioles,
Circle change.
catcher,
Low inside.
Daniel Gasayo.
Sold it really well with the arm
Circle
speed.
change.
Swung
Low
underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the
Now the
Orioles,
third baseman, Jose Barrero. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
high outside. 2
2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Enoli Paredes.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Swings through that one. Next offering misses. Now 2-2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Nice grab on the run. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
1-2 now. Got him swinging for the K.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
This one in the air, center field. And that's the third out.
now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brendan Little. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So coming into the game now on defense, Jesus Sanchez. He'll be out in left field. Guerrero. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
2 down, nobody on. Off the mark there. 2-2.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
On a line. And that is the third out of the inning.
Now pitching.
Here
for
comes the closer here in the 9th, Keegan Aiken.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here. It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
The 1-2. That one almost got him. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Vladdy with a star scraper.
This one feels far from over, Boog. Who knows how this game's going to play out now? Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And that one ripped to left. One away.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position, but that's just one of those hang with them's.
Going to count 1 and 2. him swinging. It's a strikeout. Dalton Varsho, the next to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And that'll do it. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Tyler Rogers.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Oh, and this one's blasted high and deep. It's on its way out of here. Ball game. Three, our final score as the Orioles win this one. From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Toronto Blue Jays. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog. One of the
first pitch. And today's starting pitcher, Jose Barrios. And he's kind of been the talk of baseball since his last outing. All right, first pitch coming up. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. Gets down, base hit. And a man aboard.
Sinker.
Just getting started here in Toronto. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike two. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Jimenez. There's one to first. Double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
The 1-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. Back now in Toronto. And going for the Reds in this one, Rhett Lauder. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
What a stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Set down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Guerrero wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. Ground ball to the right side. McLean slinging it to first in time. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. Man on second, two down. Well struck left field. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. A laser to left. His 24th home run of the season, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Back here at Rogers Center. In now for the Reds, Matt McLean. Singy, when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Left field, and it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
In the dirt. Throw into third. Tag safe. And a wild pitch. And both runners are in scoring position. And that'll load the bases.
Sinker. Low outside.
Swings through that one for strike two. Fights it off. He'll see another.
They need a strikeout. And you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble.
Oh, he hit him. And that brings home a run.
Shortstop, Ellie.
All loaded up. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit. In the air, right field. Barger drifts towards it. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Pitch gets away. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Stays alive. Swing and a pop-up. Barrios under it. And that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Here's the Toronto catcher, Salvador Perez. The 1-1. Late on that fastball. In the air to left center. Benson takes it in for the out. 1 away. Here's a 1-1. Up the middle. And that one handled. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. 1 out, man at first. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Jesus Sanchez. Checks over to first. Back safely. Here's a 1-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. Tied up here in the early going. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Fires over to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. Outside with a breaking ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Up next for Cincinnati,
2 down, nobody on, and that wasn't even close. Ball 4. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really a swing and a miss. That retires the side. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Left fielder, Spencer.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. McClain under it. 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Back now in Toronto. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Circle change. Low outside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Slurve. Middle inside.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, It was perfectly executed, on time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. Up the middle. The flip, and very nicely done for the out.
Circle
Two
change.
gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4.
Sinker. Low outside.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Catcher, Salvador Perez.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop from his backside. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Slurve. Low outside.
On the ground, Clement fires to first in time.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Noel V. Marte, the next to hit for the Reds. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. That's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Right through there for a strike.
Low inside.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Andres Jimenez.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Here's a high chopper. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Blue
Now it's the
Jays,
second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement.
This one in the air right field. And that is that. Welcome back. It's been a great game. So let's take another look at the most important moment so far. So digging in, J.J. Bleday. Manager out of the pitcher on here, Louis Varland. He's been so good against lefties. Okamoto throws to first in time. What a play.
Sinker. Low inside.
Gonna count 1-2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one is foul, and he'll see another.
Low inside. Knuckle curve. Low inside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Four-seam
All
fastball.
tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Back foot slider struck him out.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Low inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Sinker.
2
Low
down,
outside.
nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Spencer Steer. Out towards right center field. Marte on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Chop to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Now pitching.
Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Outside low. And the count's full. Stays alive.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Slider. Middle inside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So back to the top of the order. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Jimenez fires in time.
Slayer.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tony Santillan.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
This one in the air, center field. Benson takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Stepping in, Dalton Varsho. The 1-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Swings through that one. Up the middle. De La Cruz flips it. Here's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brendan Little.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Noelvi Marte will hit next. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Foul tip, and he hangs on. That's a strikeout.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Sinker.
1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. This is J.J. Bleday. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Caleb Ferguson.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And a big swing and a miss. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing feet.
Up next,
Here's the
for
second
Blue
baseman,
Jays,
Ernie Clement.
second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That is the inning.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Blue
It's the
Jays,
top of the ninth,
pitching
and
for
there's a new
Cincinnati,
pitcher on the
number
mound,
17,
Eric Lauer.
James Myers.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
That one missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Circle change. Low outside.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's Michael Toglia. That one misses. 3-1. And that's ball 4. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
That one way inside.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the grab. Back to first. And he's safe. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
Four-seam fastball.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That one hammered left field, carrying well. And brings it in at the wall. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Graham Ashcraft. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And a 1-1. Fought off foul. Chop to the left side. Suarez slings to first in time. So up next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The 1-1. Out towards right center field. And that gets down into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's safe.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with 1 down. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
And that's downstairs and outside. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Wow. Ball game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi, folks. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy. First pitch. And on the mound now, Dylan Cease. And he's kind of been the talk of baseball since his last outing.
Believe it, a Cy Young candidate in the American League, having a great season so far, but he knows he's got more work to do. I've heard his name floating out there as a candidate, but I think he's just going to focus on this one today and try to get a win for his team.
In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. And that drops in for a strike.
Middle inside.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Got him. Strikes out the side to be ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound today, Hunter Green. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Hard hit to third. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. In the air, left field. And it's just foul.
Really nice swing as he gave that one a ride the opposite way, but it sliced just foul down into the corner. That had extra bases written all over it if it stayed fair.
And it's through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
They take the force out. That ends the inning. Second inning set to go. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Will Benson.
Outside,
next offering is outside.
Knuckle curve. Middle center.
And there's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
That's a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. This is J.J. Bleday.
Middle inside.
Left field. And it stays fair. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Flips it. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Bottom of the second. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Late swing, foul to the left. Here's a 1-2. Swings and misses. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Out towards right center field. Benson on the move to the alley. Takes it in for the out. Here's Andres Jimenez. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, McLean gets him easily, ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. That's ripped into the outfield. Steer takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Dane Myers.
Slayer, middle inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Sinker, low inside.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Knuckle curve.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That one fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's the first slurve we've seen today. Good luck hitting that pitch. This one in the air, right field. Nice grab on the run. 2 away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Blue Jays, right fielder, Addison Barger.
In the air, left field. Schneider on the move. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back now in Toronto. On fire coming in, and man, he's still sizzling in this one.
Great command of his pitches. He's the whole package. If you're building a prototype in the lab, it probably looks a lot like this.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it's out of reach after the slow first step. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. He goes down looking. Back here at Rogers Center, Kazuma Okamoto, one of the league leaders in double singing. He's basically turned the gap into his personal express lane.
Yeah, Boog, and the outfielders keep paying the toll. Hit it where they ain't. Seems simple enough.
way out front for strike 2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Nice grab. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Salvi steps into the box now. 2 down, nobody on. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a ground ball. Gets it to first, and he has thrown 4. We go to the top of the 5th. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. And a swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a swing and a miss. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Tapped softly on the ground. Fires over to Guerrero. 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. On the ground, right side. Fair ball. So a man on base to start the inning. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here's the throw. The tag out.
On the tag, got him.
Go ahead run on base. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. In the air to left center. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. That's out number 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. So up next, Jose Trevino. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swings through that.
Slider. Low outside.
This one in the air center field. Varsho under it. And there's one down. Go ahead run on base. Davis Schneider getting ready to hit. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Clement 1 at second. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning ending double. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. First sign of movement in the Reds bullpen. Tony Santillan appears to be getting loose. Ferguson warming up as well. This one popped up. 1 away. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. That's outside. Ball 2. That one lifted to left. Schneider in and to his right. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. 2 down, nobody on. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
2-2 on the way. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. So he blasts one out the other way. Home run number 35 on the year. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 2-0. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Zach Maxwell.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Flares it into the outfield. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center, Dominic coming in, and everything has been working out there again. I mean, look at the stats, Singy.
Yeah, good call featuring him to start the broadcast, Boog. He's made us look pretty smart today, and that's not always easy.
Barger has a beat on it. And there's 1 down. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Right through there for a strike.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Slider. Low inside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. New pitcher for the Reds, Graham Ashcraft.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That's smashed towards center. That's a base hit, and the leadoff man aboard. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. Makes the catch for the out. And a 3-2. Line drive, base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now 1 out. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, George Springer. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. Comes up empty, that's strike 2. Two on, 1 out. Base hit! Coming around third is Jimenez. He's safe. It's 3-0.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a miss. Up the middle, McLean to Elliott, second for 1. Double play. What a twin.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Rogers.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Got him. Now 1 away. J.J. Bleday, the next to hit for the Reds. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th.
And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Brandon Williamson.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
To the right side, McLean. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. Tapped back up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Back to the 6th. He drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it could be one we look back on when this game is over as well.
Up the middle, and a base hit. And that means Salvador Perez will have a chance to hit. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And that's the inning. Back now in Toronto. Here's the Reds catcher, Jose Trevino. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Sinker. Middle inside.
This one in the air, right field. 1 down. Rogers, 35. Manager out of the dugout. Jeff Hoffman comes on trying to close it out.
Looking to lock this one up for his 51st save of the year, which is absolutely amazing. 51, also the jersey number of one of the greatest closers of all time, Trevor Hoffman.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
Swings through him for the K. The Reds now down to their final out. Back to the top of the order, and here is Davis Schneider.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes.
And that one ripped to left, and he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Triple-digit wins, 100 wins. That's hard to even look at. You kind of blink your eyes to make sure that it says what you're reading. But an incredible season. This is an elite team, and there are few teams, few players in the history of the game that have been a part of a club
From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the
And on the hill in this one, Kevin Gausman. And he's kind of been the talk of baseball since his last outing.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Hauls it in for the out. Anthony Santander at the plate. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Low inside.
And that one hammered out of here. Anthony Santander knocks one out. His 14th of the year. The Reds score first. It's 1-0. And Siggy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Splitter. Low outside.
Foul tip into the mid, struck him out.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Got it. Out number 3. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now 1. We go to the bottom of the first. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Chase Burns. Lots of punch outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ball to strike, the pitch. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Left field. 2 down. Here's the rookie third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. High fly ball, right field. Marte has a beat on it. And that ends the inning. Back now in Toronto. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Matt McClain comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Slings to first in time.
Batting 6th, the designated hitter, J.J. Bleday.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Struck him out without a swing. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Low outside.
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds.
Splitter.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, left field. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, number 86. In the air, right field. Marte gets under it. And there's 1 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Here's George Springer. The 1-2. comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. All set for the start of the inning. In now for the Reds, Michael Tolia. That's off the inside corner. 2-1.
High outside. Splitter. Low outside.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Low inside.
Gets him to chase after that one.
High outside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next,
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
4-seam fastball.
2 down, nobody on. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. That was foul, and he'll see another. Hot shout to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Here's a 1-2. And there's a ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So digging in, Daniel Susak. This one in the air, right field. Pulls it in on the run. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder, Miles.
The 1-1. Swings through that one.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. He notches strikeout. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Popped up to the left into foul ground, and there's 1 down.
Up next for
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Hit on the ground to short. It's through for a hit, and they have their first hit since the first inning.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Sinker.
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. Laser, base hit. 1 run across. Now 2 runs score, and they take a 3-run lead.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Ball.
4-seam fastball.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw to second. He's safe.
4-seam fastball.
Runner goes again. That's ball 4. Throw to third. Out, and that wasn't close.
Yeah, I don't really get the logic right there of trying to steal third. You've got to count where that hitter's most likely going to get a pitch to hit or he's going to walk. One thing is you don't want to be a distraction in his eyes if it is a pitch to hit. Fortunately, it was out of the zone and it was ball 4, but you get thrown out at third base. So kind of counterproductive to producing a bigger inning and maximizing the runners on base.
On the ground out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good.
Here's Michael Tolia. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So it's 2 runs on bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Popped in the air. Left field. Santander takes it in for the out. 1 down. That one missed.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
In the air to left center. Benson on the move. And there's 2 away. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. Swings through that one for strike two. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a ground ball. McLean got him on the off-balance throw. And he has thrown.
Now pitching for
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Louis Varland. He last pitched 2 days ago. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
On the ground, right side. Fires to first in time.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
And foul ball.
4-seam fastball.
2 down, nobody on. Up the middle. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Here's a 1-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first base runner since the first inning. The 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Ground ball could be 2. They put the tag on him. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. In the air, left field. And that's the inning. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Mason Fluhardt.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
And down on strikes. And there's one down. The 2-1. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BB.
Sweeper.
2 down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Sweeper. Low inside.
Line to left. And that's a fair ball. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Sweeper.
Runner on the go. Yeah, that's fouled off. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Barger on the move to the gap. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Back now for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Zach Maxwell.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Payoff pitch. Goes down looking.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. laser. Could be trouble. One run is in. Guerrero around second, heading for third. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. And now here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tony Santillan.
All they need from him right here is one out, but that's easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with two runners in scoring position. He does have the one open base to work with if needed.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. That is the inning. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now a
Now pitching.
welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Braden Fisher.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul.
Middle inside.
Got him swinging.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Not the best swing that time from the first round pick. Throw to first in time.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through. And the
Sets him down looking, and he strikes out. Set for the last half of the seventh, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Pierce Johnson preparing to come on if needed. Ferguson, a left-hander, also throwing. 1-2 now. Right side, hard hit. Slinging it to first in time. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The 1-2 stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Now here is Jesus Sanchez. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now Terry Francona. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Caleb Ferguson.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
And that one is lifted in the air. That is the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Tommy Nance.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Slurve. Low inside.
Got him. One gone here. Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit for the Reds. To third, might be two. Goes to second for one. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Back here at Rogers Center. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Miles Straw. Swing and a ball popped in the air. McLean takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball. When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And a 2-1 on the way. Got him. Third out. Down in.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Eric Lauer.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Circle change. Low inside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Matt McLean, the next to hit for the Reds. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. That's out number 2.
Slider. Low outside.
Out towards right center field. Barger on his way over. And that'll do it. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Emilio Pagan.
Comes on looking for his 35th save of the season, and that's a pretty big number. Definitely one of the better closers in the sport this year.
On the ground right side. Throws to first in time. Here's the second baseman. Line drive, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw, and he's there with a double.
Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone. Really important at bat coming up now. Ball. Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Dalton Varsho.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. One strike away. Battling here as he fouls it away. Tying run at the plate. Got him, and that's the ball game.
He's up to triple digits with that save, 100 for his career now, and he's become an artist when it comes to closing out ball games.
And your final.